Hey guys, my name is Dini and today I'm going to be showing you how to analyze a currency pair like a pro. So without any further ado, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. So if you don't know what analyzing a currency pair is, it's basically looking at the charts and determining where price is going to go based on price action. I'm going to show you how that's going to work, so stick around. So first things first, I am going to select a currency pair. So I only trade pound and gold. So let's choose pound AUD in this example. So I right click and click on chart window. Let's close that and let's open up pound AUD. Now, once you open up the currency pair on MT4, you're going to see this very ugly black background layout. So we have to change that. So I have a custom template. So all I have to do is click on chart layout. There we go. So yeah, this is the chart template I use. It's a very nice color layout and it's good for the eyes. And you know, it's very clear in terms of where price was and where price is. Now after I've set up the charts, now I use indicators, and you might want to write this down. I use the MACD, so let's drag that on the charts. I use the parabolic and eye exposure as well, and the Heikin-Ashi, very good for predicting where price is gonna go, guaranteed wins. And I also use the bands. Yeah, so now we are ready to go. Oh, and I forgot to use the awesome indicator and the ATR and alligator indicators. So let's bring the alligators. There we go. Now we are ready. For those that didn't realize, it was all a joke. I don't use these indicators at all. So yeah, let's get rid of them ASAP. There we go, back to normality. This is what I use, pure price action, maybe just the RSI indicator alone, but mainly pure price action. If you're here to learn how to analyze the charts with weird indicators, then this is not the video. I'm a very simple person. I have a simple strategy and I like to keep everything simple. So with that being said, the first step is to select your time frame. So it could be a 1 hour time frame, a 4 hour time frame, or daily, or even the weekly or the monthly, depending on what you're looking for. But personally, I like to analyze on the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frames. So let's go for the 1 hour time frame. Once you've selected your time frame, the next thing to do is to identify trend and price movement. What that means is zoom out and determine what's happening over a long period of time and what's happened. Okay, so as you can see, price, even if I go on the 4 hour, it's been going down. Pound AUD has been going down. So on the higher time frames, it's on a downtrend. But let's have a look at the 1 hour. As you can see, from the 22nd of July, price has been going up and up and up. Okay, even on the 4 hour, from this point, 22nd of July, this is where it ended up going to the lowest, and then it started to go up. It's gone up about 620 pips or so. So that's all I need to know. I'm just identifying. I'm not doing anything. I'm not, marking up anything in terms of where price is gone. I'm just acknowledging what's happening and what's happened. What's happened, price has been going down. What's happening, a potential reversal towards the upside. Now, once you've selected your time frame and you've identified trend and price movements, the next thing to do is to identify key zones. When I go on the charts on a empty chart, I like to straight away identify key zones. What do I mean by that? I mean areas of struggle or reversals. What is an area of struggle? Let me show you. Let's use the shape tool, and straight away what I see is this level here. To me, this level is an area of struggle. Price tested it twice to break above and fell so much. So what that tells me is that if I drag this forward, it should be a struggling zone in the future. So as you can see, price struggled to break above, came all the way down, tried to break above, did break above, came back down and used it as a support level. So it's clearly an area of struggle. Price struggled to break above. That's what I mean by areas of struggle. So usually areas of struggle are also areas of reversals. So it struggles to break above, but then once it does break above, it acts as a reversal zone. Just like it did here, it broke above, came back down, and started to reverse. So yeah, when I say identify key zones, I also mean support and resistance zones, because areas of struggles and areas of reversals are usually areas of support and resistance. So now you have to set your support and resistance levels. So use the horizontal line on TradingView or on MT4 and start to plot key zones. So why did I choose this level? Because it's an area of struggle, right? Price came up, rejected, came down, came all the way up, came back down, and used it as a support level twice. So yeah, I won't be explaining how to set your support and resistance levels because that's going to be on my course. I have a very simple method of identifying key zones and straight away acknowledging and plotting those zones on my course. So yeah, check out my course when it comes out this month. So yeah, that's our first zone. We grab the horizontal line again, and I think this area could be a potential zone. Why do I say that? Because it reversed here, broke above, acted as some sort of a support to create this bounce. But the best way to verify a support and resistance level is to look to the left, look to the past. So let's go to the past. The level is 1.82879. Let's see. So I was right. This level is a good level. As you can see, many reversals at this 1.82879 level. So yeah, we are good to go. Now let's mark the bottom zones. This area looks good. And as you can see, it took me about 3 seconds to find this zone because I saw this bounce and I also saw these two rejections, and lastly I saw this rejection as well. Let's look to the left to see more proof. So it's also a support zone as well, resistance. So yeah, I don't need to verify that more because it's a very good level. So let's plot one more. The reason why I chose this 1.79492 level is because there's several bounces acting as supports. Let's verify that by going to the past. Yep, one bounce, another reversal, rejection, another bounce, another bounce. Have a look, so many bounces. So I don't need to check that. It's a very good level. That's it for setting support and resistance levels. So far we've selected our time frame, we've identified the trend and price movement, we've also set our key zones or our support and resistance zones. Now what we need to do is to break down the chart even more. I like to use the trend line to show me what's going on in a very clean and organized way. So let's grab it from the bottom. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's draw the top of the trend line. Let's start from here. Is it possible? The best way to plot your trend lines is by using a very common zone. What do I mean by common zones? What I mean is that the first touch on the trend line is the top of this wick. Second touch is the top of these two bodies. The third and fourth are both wicks. So you have to find that common zone. So what do we know now? We know that price was going up, it broke that trend line, and it now bounced from a support level, which is 1.81874. So price is now in the middle of support and resistance. Now that you have a trend line, what you can do is to break down the chart even more by setting smaller key zones, okay? What do I mean by that? I mean areas within areas within areas. So we've set our resistance, we've set our supports. Now I see this area, okay, that price is currently bouncing from. Have a look. This area right here, price came up, came down, broke above, used it as a support bounce. Then when it came back down, it bounced several times. So it's an area of struggle. I just want to mention this video is sponsored by EagleFX. EagleFX is a forex broker that allows you to have a leverage of 1 to 500 and a minimum deposit of $10. They also allow you to trade 55 currencies, 11 indices, and 32 cryptocurrencies. As you can see, they've been featured on a few articles, and if we go down, you can see they offer 24/7 support, 24/7 trading, and also same-day withdrawals. They allow you to deposit via Bitcoin, Visa and MasterCard, and also wire transfer. And they also allow you to withdraw via Bitcoin, Coinbase, PayPal, or prepaid MasterCard. They also don't charge for their deposits or withdrawals. You can also open a demo account, so yeah, check them out, try it out, see if it's for you, and yeah, I'm gonna leave the links in the description. So as you can see, price is currently struggling in this zone, this 1.82270 level. So now what that tells me is this: if price can't break above this zone, and when I say break above, this is what I mean. This is what we want. We want a candlestick, a bullish candlestick, to close above this blue zone. If a bullish candlestick closes above this blue zone, then that tells us it will start to push up. Why does it tell us that it will start to push up? Because it broke an area of struggle. It broke an area that it respected as a sort of resistance or support level. It was a resistance level, 10 support, and it's now a potential resistance level. Okay? So that's all you need to know. It's very simple to analyze these charts. Don't let people fool you into using so many indicators. Just read the charts and see it as it is. So this is what I see. If price closes as a bullish candle, it will start to push up and maybe test this resistance level that we set earlier, the 1.82879 level. It will test that level, either fall back down or break above, but it will likely break above because it already has fell down and it's basically dealing with this bearish momentum. And if it closes above, then it's likely it's going to break above this resistance. But yeah, if it doesn't make that bullish candlestick, then it will likely fall down to this support or even lower. And that's all there is to analyzing a currency pair. You set your time frames, you identify the trend and price movement, you set your key zones or also your support and resistance zones, and you set zones within zones. Okay, so since we've done pound AUD on the 1 hour, let's go for pound CAD. So yeah, I'm going to break down pound CAD just like how I broke down pound AUD. So yeah, let's quickly do this. So it's currently in this bullish momentum. Let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, it's sort of in a bullish momentum currently. I'm not sure about the weekly or the daily, but yeah, on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, it's on a bullish run. Let's start from the top. Let's verify that. So as you can see, multiple struggles. Another struggle here. So good zone. Reason why I chose this area is because of this wick rejection, body rejection, multiple wick rejections, and a resistance rejection over there. And let's go to the past to verify that. Yep, so we have support bounces, resistance rejections, support bounces, resistance rejections. So yeah, very good level. And why I chose this area is because of this body rejection and wick rejection. And so we don't have any other proof, so we have to go back in the past to see if it's a good level. Okay, so we have our first support bounce, multiple support bounces, support bounce, resistance, support. So yeah, this is a good level. Now let's plot 2 more towards the bottom side. Now we chose this area because of this wick rejection and body rejection. Let's go to the past to identify if it's good or not. Support bounce right there, another support bounce, resistance. So yeah, this level is an okay level. It's got multiple support bounces, and I'm happy to keep that. Let's select one more, and it's so simple. Have a look. It took me 2 seconds to pick this level because of this bounce, these rejections, this rejection, and this rejection and bounce as well. So it's like you're training your eyes to spot these zones. It's very important. The more you set support and resistance levels, the more easy it is for you to identify them. Let's have a look if it's a good level or not. Rejection, multiple rejections here, but let's look for solid ones. Yep, support bounce, more support bounces, resistance. So yeah, it's a good level. So yeah, once you've set up all your support and resistance levels, now you just have to set key levels. So I see an area within an area. Let's use the rectangle and let's set it up. This area is very interesting to me because of this rejection and this reversal here. So it's sort of a resistance level, and it tells me that pound CAD has to break above this level to sort of push up higher. Let's see if we can use a trend line. So this trend line basically tells me price was going down, then broke above the trend line, and is now testing above that trend line. And so now price has to deal with this support level 1.73806. Will it hold to push above this blue zone, or will it push down? Yeah, that's all you need to do. Set your key zones and your support and resistance zones. Again, when I say analyzing a chart or breaking down a chart, I don't mean knowing when to buy or sell. This information of breaking down and analyzing is just for you to recognize what's going on. Your strategy should not be based on trend lines, support and resistance, or whatever I've mentioned. This is just a tool you would use to add onto your strategy, so you're not that person that sells on this support or buys on a resistance. Okay, so it's just a precaution where it guides you from doing the wrong things. When you set your zones, you understand what's going on. If you trade without setting your zones, then you're really trading blind. So if you expected in this video for me to teach you when to buy or sell, then this is not the right video, because this video is how to break down a currency pair. So yeah, with pound CAD, it's just boring, nothing much going on. It's just one of those pairs that you have to wait and see. Let's select a different pair that produces a more interesting analysis. Okay, so I've chosen pound JPY. Let's see if we can get some interesting analysis. So straight away, this zone pops out. Let's look to the past. So resistance, support, resistance. So yeah, it's an okay level. Now, as you can see, price is on a uptrend for GJ. If we have a look at the 4 hour as well, you can see price is heading up. So that's the trend. Price is currently on a uptrend for GJ. Let's see if we can put a trend line on here. Okay, so we have a trend line. First touch, second touch, third touch, multiple touches here, and they touched it again today. Okay, now all we have to do is set a zone within a zone, get your rectangle, and I find this level interesting. So yeah, the reason why I chose this level, the 138,520 level, is simply because of these bounces. Support bounce, rejection for resistance, support bounce, rejection, and it's currently struggling around this zone. Okay, so will this blue level or this blue zone, will it hold and push GJ towards the upside? Not only is GJ currently on a trend line, but it's also on a support zone. So will this level hold and will it push up? Let's find out in the future. But that's it for this analysis. It's very simple. Let me recap. Select your time frame, identify a trend and price movement, identify key zones within zones like we did on this blue zone, identify your support and resistance levels, and yeah, that's literally all you have to do. Use this method of analyzing alongside your strategy. So once you have a good strategy with good analysis combined, you have a very powerful tool to allow you to make that buy or sell order. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to teach simple methods that literally anyone can do. So yeah, smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.